Beautiful Bohol delivers on everything you would hope for, expect, and anticipate from a holiday in the Philippines. Bohol contains sandbar islands, amazing snorkeling or scuba diving, sunsets, white sand beaches, beach bars and nightlife, unique jungle landscapes, rice fields, and waterfall hikes. Okay, so it doesn't have the scenic cliffs of Palawan. However, it has literally everything else. I got to Bohol from an early morning ferry from Siquijor. Of course, you can also get to Bohol taking a ferry from Cebu City. And you need to split your trip up and stay in both areas. If you dedicate your entire trip to Alona Beach, you will simply waste way too much time going back and forth doing day trips, getting to all the nature available to you in Bohol. So I just got dropped off at whatever resort I booked, and it's on like, how do I get in? It's a big gate. I hit this bell. Yes. Thank you very much. This place is so peaceful. I gotta keep my voice down, I think, but this was a last minute booking. Super cheap. And I did good. This place is nice, a little kitchenette, living area. This is a big upgrade from my dorm rooms from the beginning of the trip. Bedroom and even a nice bathroom. Nice hookup on this one. I was excited to explore Bohol by motorbike, but there was so much to do along Alona Beach that I decided to just rely on my legs and walk to everything I did for a few days. Okay, first impression, I really like the vibe. Just tons of beachside restaurants and resorts. Music. This is not Boracay, I'm sure, but I think it gets the job done. One thing's for sure, it is hotter here than in Siquijor. Once the little storm subsided, it was time to hit the bars. There's a lot of seafood and beach bars along the beach, of course, but the main strip is called Alona Beach Road. That major road above also has restaurants, however, it is not as pedestrian friendly. Now, I can't tell you where all the basketball courts are, but don't worry, they're everywhere. Very good, I like it. Spicy and sweet, like both, it's perfect. Everything's better with cheese. Now, up and down the beach, you will see these boats. You can join a large group or you can negotiate with a private driver and have total freedom and flexibility of your trip. There's simply nothing better than being out on the open water in a tropical destination. And this is Virgin Island. I recommend going out on a boat multiple times. Definitely be sure to do an island hopping, snorkeling, or scuba trip as well.
Oh my, 4,830 peso.
4,000 pesos?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
4,800.
1.6 kilogram.
Expensive.
Yeah,
But that's,
so expensive.
it tastes good?
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes good. It's good for fried butter garlic, sweet chili, or chili.
Do you hear that? You listen closely. It's an 80s love song. Better hustle, buddy. You do not have much time. Oh, he's gone. Sorry, I should have done more. Feast. By this point in my trip, I knew it was time to move deeper into Bohol so that I could take advantage and enjoy all the nature that is available to you on this island. For my last night, I grabbed dinner with some new friends. These are YouTubers, and I think their antics are worth a follow. What's up, famous YouTubers? Afterwards, I jumped online and researched and reserved a hotel right on the Loboc River. If I rented a motorbike for my transportation the next day, I would have needed to return that bike back to Alona Beach. So instead, I booked a tricycle. First, I had the driver take me to Lila, where I could swim with the whale sharks. After that experience, I continued north up to Loboc. These people are not safe as I'm the captain.
You're the captain today.
So that out there in the distance is the river lunch cruise, which seems very popular. I mean, I must have seen 20 or 30 boats, or maybe they even have more than that. Half of them were full. And this river is absolutely beautiful. You must come here. So tomorrow, renting a motorbike, 7 o'clock in the morning, which I think is the right way to do this. And I'm gonna go see the Chocolate Hills. I got a couple waterfalls on my list. And that following morning, I got up early, got my motorbike, and I was on the road again. This is fantastic. It's just me and the open road. I had two main priorities on this day, and the first one being the Chocolate Hills, and then second, I mapped out the journey to this waterfall here. So I've had a morning. It has been raining and I got drenched on. Yes, hi sir. And I'm about an hour into my drive from my hotel to the Chocolate Hills, and it started pouring, and I was also stressed about gas, but I did get gas, so I'm good there. But I needed to pull over to get out of the rain. It was coming down too hard, and I just happened to drive by the Tarsiers conservatory area, which is these little monkey guys or something. And so I'm gonna hang out here. Hopefully the rain passes, which it's supposed to, and then check out these little critters, and then be back on my way to the Chocolate Hills. They were kind enough to get me an umbrella to go see the little boogers. You gotta pay extra. Tarsiers after dark. Stopping here was not part of my original plans, and it wasn't a priority, but it was on the way, so it was convenient. I had read a lot of complaints with people claiming they seem fake or at least staged. What's definitely real in this area are the mosquitoes, I'll tell you that much. I am determined to see this guy move, so that I know that these things are real. They do eventually move, and I can confirm they're real. However, it's still an underwhelming experience. And now back onto my journey to the Chocolate Hills. Park at the bottom and then take a shuttle up, which makes sense now that I'm up here, because there wouldn't be any parking as there's a million people up here. So kind of messed up. You really do need to be here at sunrise. But it is pretty. I mean, you definitely have to come and see it. Not really Chocolate Hills right now, they're green. Alright, so just left the Chocolate Hills, and now I'm going about an hour north to a waterfall that I cannot pronounce. This ride was a total adventure. I followed Google Maps, and because of the rain, I was straight up off-roading through mud. I recommend talk to some locals and get advice on how to get to this waterfall while staying on paved roads as much as possible.
Wow, this is beautiful, and it's a vast area. I thought I had it to myself, but there's some people having lunch up here. Wow, it is spectacular. I knew there wouldn't be too many people when the ride got tougher and tougher. I'm sure most people don't come. So an update, it's way past dark, it's 6:30 here, and I guess I misjudged how long it would take to go the long way and avoid the mud and going through the hills and the dirt. I think I'm still 2 hours away, so I'm not getting back to like 8:30, so I'm gonna be driving in the dark for quite a while. Whoa, you're not kidding, that is sizzling. Holy moly! Oh, so hot. That was my worst meal.
Bohol was just the right size for me. It was big enough that there was a lot to do and always new areas to explore, but small enough that the travel was easy, comfortable, and the island became very familiar very quickly. My best ferry and port experience was right here in Bohol. Super smooth, good communication, on time, empty ferry. You have to buy your ticket before you get to the ferry. It's just a little bit down the street. And my tut-tut driver told me, so he dropped me off in the right spot. Of course, after one final search for an ATM machine. But first ATM machine I found worked. So a smooth return back to Cebu so far today. I avoided Boracay, which the whole inspiration for my trip was to go to Boracay. And yet I didn't even go there, because after researching other areas, I liked the idea that there would be moments of peace and quiet on a different island. And as you can tell, it can be done here in Bohol and in other islands in the Philippines. At the end of the day, I still had a lot of travel days doing the Cebu loop, but the travel days were quick and very scenic. I feel like airports and long bus rides are what can make travel feel so tedious at times. Going to El Nido or Coron would have been amazing. I think most people I talked to had come back from those sort of places, but they also said it was very touristy and very crowded and all that kind of stuff. So Bohol was right for me. Bohol, being able to not be constantly overwhelmed by other tourists and having moments of peace and quiet like I have right now, that's what I enjoy. My favorite part of this trip and my biggest accomplishment was just motorbiking through Bohol and Siquijor. That was rewarding and fun.